What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, just 8 days ago, we announced an enormous shakeup to the Marvel Studios release slate as it was through 2027. Dates for films that are coming just next year moved around, like Deadpool moving into Captain America slot, or even Blade slotting to 2025, and films that are even further out, like Avengers 5 and 6, found themselves moving as well to 2026 and 2027, respectively. Well, today we've got a huge follow-up. In fact, this one pertains to just 1 year. The release year 2025, Marvel Studios has officially taken 2 Marvel movie dates off of the release schedule, and again, this just a week after they made major changes to the rest of the Infinity Saga. We're going to talk about which 2 dates they were, which films it leaves during 2025, which 2 films are now announced and confirmed for that year, and there is one silver lining to all of this that has nothing to do with the announcement, but paves way for a different Marvel movie to take their place. We're breaking it all down, the most recent change to 2025's Marvel release slate, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews, to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway, which is running currently right now with the release of Secret Invasion this week. Again, all you got to do, be a sub, leave a comment on this video. If you want, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so quickly, as I mentioned in the prologue, there was a major shift to the entire Multiverse Saga, and if you missed that video, you can check it out. I'll link it at the end of this. This is in response to that, where just a day or 2 ago, Marvel Studios went back to the 2025 release slate and removed 2 dates wholesale. July 25th and November 7th, which were listed as untitled Marvel movies, have now been changed to untitled Disney, meaning they're retaining the release dates over at Disney, but they're going to use them for non-Marvel, non-superhero projects now. If you're wondering where that leaves 2025, it leaves it with only 2 official Marvel movies coming out that year. The first of which is Blade, coming out on February 14th, 2025. It was just moved there a week ago. Then Fantastic Four was moved up from that slot to where Avengers Kang Dynasty used to be in May 2nd, 2025, which means after May, there isn't anything coming from Disney and officially as far as Marvel goes until Avengers Kang Dynasty on May 1st, 2026, a year later. Now, of course, they're going to announce some other release dates to fill this slate in, and we expected them to come at San Diego Comic-Con, which unfortunately just days ago was announced as canceled. So while we keep our fingers crossed for D23, there is one silver lining with this that sort of makes it feel like it actually confirmed a different Marvel film. We already knew there was a good chance 2024 was a wash for Spider-Man 4, and me included, all of the industry insiders pointed to 2025, summer of 2025, as the most likely release date for Spider-Man 4. Now that Marvel Studios has its last Marvel movie coming out that year, during May, it gives the rest of the year for Sony to choose a release date for Spider-Man 4, and that's why they took those 2 unreleased dates off. They wanted to leave room for a 3rd Marvel movie that year. So even though we've had 4 Marvel dates for each year sort of on the schedule, they've never come to fruition. In fact, just look at 2024, where now we'll only get Deadpool, Captain America, and Thunderbolts, where there should have been a 4th in Blade. And now in 2025, where there were 4 dates, we're going to get Blade, Fantastic Four, and what's most likely Spider-Man 4. So as much of a confirmation as we can get without Sony making a huge announcement for it, Marvel taking those dates off of the calendar in 2025 is almost as good as we're going to get from Marvel Studios acknowledging Spider-Man 4 in that release slot, because really it'll only be 3 Marvel movies a year, and really has been the whole time. I know several times they've put 4 dates on the calendar, but that has never come to fruition, not one time. I would have been more surprised if it did in 2024 and 2025 than what they've decided to do here in 3 Marvel movies, which is still 1 movie every 4 months and an incredible track record and pace coming from the studio. Also keep in mind, their major mandate has been to quality control things and keep quality over quantity and slow way down. So actually, it's really cool that we're going to get to keep 3 movies that year, and it won't just go down to 2. There may be a time in the future, guys, though, I must warn you, where Marvel Studios does roll it back to 2 movies a year, and that might be right after the Multiverse Saga drops, but we've got plenty of time to talk about that between now and Secret Wars, what a soft reboot may look like, who may be in charge. I don't even want to think about it for now. So if you're wondering what the new Marvel slate looks like in full, now that we've gotten this latest update, we know we're getting 3 Marvel movies next year. Deadpool and Wolverine will actually come first in February, then we'll get Captain America, New World Order during May, and then much later in the year we'll get Thunderbolts. Then the following year in 2025, we'll get Blade in February, Fantastic Four in May, and then Spider-Man 4 either later that summer, early fall, or maybe even closer to the December release date like they did for Spider-Man No Way Home. Then the following year, the only movie that's currently on the books right now is Avengers 5, which we're assuming is still Kang Dynasty and won't come out till May of that year, and Avengers Secret Wars the year after that. Now we assume, keeping with 3 films, the other films they're going to add to the slate are Shang-Chi 2 right before Avengers Kang Dynasty, and I would be surprised to see it not take that February release date in 2026 before that film comes out, followed by either Doctor Strange 3 and or Armor Wars, one of which will be later in the year 2026 after Avengers 5, the other of which will be in 2027 right before Secret Wars drops. Those will be the films they add to the slate. Now, anything going past that after Secret Wars, absolutely question marks all over the place. And as far as what they're planning to do with the mutants, what the future of Marvel Studios looks like, that is definitely the topic for a different video. But for right now, one thing is certain, we're getting 3 Marvel movies a year. And number 2, because they've taken those 2 dates off 2025, while it does sound a bit depressing, it actually just clears the way for Spider-Man 4 to finally come out. So for all of you wondering, when was that going to be released, we now know for sure, and that's 2025. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down below, how hype you are for the rest of the Multiverse Saga. Fingers crossed, even though San Diego Comic-Con was officially canceled, they can figure out these strikes and soon, and then D23 later this year is where they'll do that huge Hall H type announcement, and we'll get a lot of these blanks filled in. Of course, I'll be there live in person with the coverage and bringing you any updates in the meantime as Marvel continues to shift their schedule around. The huge caveat to all of this is if the writer's strike and or actor's strike that hasn't happened yet but should be going down in about a week takes much longer than they considered it would, then all of this will get moved again anyway, and none of these dates will end up holding on. Fingers crossed that is not the case. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down below quickly. Let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Alright, we are still giving away a PlayStation 5. The next giveaway has just started to coincide with Secret Invasion. We'll finally give that away during the finale. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here, live with my voice in the comments shown on screen. We also started back up the watch parties for Secret Invasion. This first one went down this week, guys. I apologize. It seems as though it's either going to be a watch party or an Easter egg breakdown, and considering about 100 other channels are doing Easter egg breakdowns but nobody wanted to have a watch party, I'll continue to do those instead. There's just not enough hours in the middle of the morning for me to get both done. So watch parties will continue. My name's Michael Roman. Find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at @IamFires. Also, the best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. Find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at @IamFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name All Fires. Thanks for checking out the channel, guys. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.